Hi, I'm age 64 Jimbo. Welcome to the tour of my base that I have dubbed Fortress Z in 7 Days to Die Alpha 16.4. My goal here is to hopefully give you some tips and tricks that you can use in your next 7 Days to Die build. These should work in Alpha 16.4, but most should still work on the consoles as well as in the upcoming Alpha 17 update, which should hopefully be out soon. As we approach the base, you can see that I have a multi-layer defenses set up. A ring platform with auto turrets encircles a freestanding tower that reaches down to bedrock. Watch your step as we try to peer down towards the spike moat. Let's go inside the garage. One of the first things you'll notice is that I've got multiple drawbridges, each pointed towards the cardinal direction on the map. This allows for entry and exit from multiple directions without the pain of trying to turn my mini bike around in an enclosed space. There's also plenty of space for extra mini bikes if you're playing multiplayer, or a bigger vehicle like the Jeep in the upcoming Alpha 17. Here in the corner I have some storage boxes used to quickly drop off loot in case I want to make multiple loot runs in a single game day. In the other corner is a gun safe with weapons, ammo, and other items that I can grab in a hurry. There's also a fridge with a few food items. In the opposite corner I have switches for the garage lights and perimeter turrets located on the ring platform just outside. The last thing to note is that I've integrated my land claim block into the floor of the garage. Now we'll head upstairs. Above the garage is the kitchen. This is also where I keep the electrical. I've got one generator and two battery banks. The generator produces twice as much power as a single battery bank, provided you have sufficiently high quality parts. When the generator quits, the battery banks take over powering the base. Here's the light switch for the upstairs lights. And here we have a small, conservative little kitchen. Little tiny pool of reserve water. And a fridge where I keep most of my consumables. And some canned food. Let's go outside. So here we are on the balcony and the ring platform. As you can see, goes out quite a ways from the tower. It gives me a better vantage where I can view the tower and surrounding area in safety. It's a hybrid of your traditional tower defense and a ring defense concept that my friend Love Harpoon came up with back in Alpha 14. The idea is that it provides greater visibility, plus it allows a player to outflank zombies on the ground from safety. Here we can just catch a nice view of the tower. Now we'll take a closer look at the turrets. The auto turrets can be loaded up with 1500 rounds of ammo, but they can burn through it fast too. I've got them pointed out towards the driveway. Still, They are worth it as they can chew up a zombie horde in seconds. Let's head on back inside. We'll go upstairs now to the dining area, where I've made this custom dining table and this custom chandelier. All the walls at this point are made of bulletproof glass, which is just as strong as concrete. Next, we'll head up to the upper living area with some seating, a TV, and a bookcase. Finally, we've made it to the master bedroom, where you can see I have working end table lamps. I've made a video on how to make the end table lamps light up like that, which I will link in the description below. And here is the master bathroom. Now we're going to head outside and go up onto the roof. Here, of course, is where I have all my crops in a 10 by 10 square, but I also have these solar banks. Now, these solar banks is what's actually powering the turrets on the perimeter defense down below. Check out the view of the nearby city. Isn't that something? This is what I really love about this game, 7 Days to Die, is all of this detail that's put into all these buildings that comes together and shows just a wonderful landscape. Now we'll head back on inside. Here is another view of the chandelier as we go down. I painted it using the mirror texture so that it would shine a little bit more. Now that we're back in the garage, we'll go down this time. This is my cozy little crafting area. It may be a little bit small, but it's got everything that I need, and it's also organized. Not much to it, but I don't have to go very far to get the materials that I need. Downstairs is the lower living area. It's not too remarkable, except for one thing that I want to show you guys. With the painting system added in Alpha 16, I thought it'd be possible to hide storage boxes in plain sight with some valuables that you don't want taken. Now, I don't think that this is much use in single player or co-op, but perhaps this could be useful in PvP to hide your stuff. I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments below. You could also hide things a little bit more out of reach, like in the ceiling. So next stop is the bedroom, a little bedroom where you could potentially have your friends. We've got a little bathroom here. Nothing too exciting. And we'll go down another level to our cold storage area. Now this is where we've got plenty of storage space in case we run out of room above. Now below that, we've got this long staircase to this little shaft, which will go down now. Here we are near the bottom of the spike moat in the staging area. This room can be used to help prep a horde night should I choose to fight from this location. I've got these two storage chests. In this one, I have supplies that I can use for repairs during a horde night. This chest is empty, which I can use as a drop-off chest as I loot zombies. I've also got a workbench and a generator. The generator supplies power to the electric fence, the lights, and the turrets. Now we'll go down to the main platform. We're now at the bottom of the spike moat. Most normal zombies don't survive the fall, and the tougher zombies are injured too. Between me, the spikes, and the electric fence that you can see running along the top of the spikes, even the toughest zombies don't last too long. Electric fences by themselves aren't great, but I've found that with spikes they make a fantastic combo. You also notice that I've labeled the column with the cardinal directions. That helps me orientate myself during the heat of battle. Perhaps the biggest problem with the electric fences is that the fence posts themselves are quite frail and prone to breaking. Now we'll go down one more layer, down to bedrock. Here we're at the bowels of my tower. And now we're underneath the spike moat, and we'll go up the other side. This is the other side of the cage that I use for maintenance, but I could also fight from it. Here's where I tie in the electric fences, and I've got these little ladders so that I can access the turrets, the shotgun turrets. I've got one on each row, 4 in total, down here watching the spike moat that I can turn on just as an added defense. Though, like I stated, that the electric fence posts, the frailty is their biggest problem, they are still quite effective, especially when combined with the spikes. So I'll show you a method in the next section that I've used to alleviate that problem and make them even more effective. Now we're going to go down this tunnel. Opening up the map, you'll see my base, and you'll see where the tunnel is, and you'll see that I've got this little freefall pit, and that's where we're headed. This bunker has a similar setup to the staging area over by the spike moat. We've got electrical, lights, turret, electric fence, 2 storage chests, one for loot, and the other with extra bits that we can use to repair. and we'll go into the main cage area. Here you can see a more intricate web of electric fence crisscrossed over these upside down spikes. We've also got another pair of auto turrets, one in each corner facing the cage. Back to the electric fence. By placing the posts outside the cage, they are well protected and seldom break. The line itself is immune to damage. Looking up, you can see where the zombies would come from in the freefall pit. They'd land on the electric fence and on the spikes, which both would do damage at the same time. Now the electric fence holds any surviving zombies in place, giving you or the traps time to deal with them. In order to form the web pattern, I've got two sets, one electric post which goes to 3 fence posts on the opposite side, and as you can see, they crisscross. Now, without further ado, I'll show you this contraption in action. Well, looks like we survived. Hope you enjoyed watching and that you learned a few new things from this experience. To recap, I gave you a tour of my Fortress Z base, which consists of a tower, a spike moat, a ring platform, and an off-site horde pit, accessible via an underground tunnel. Remember to use those turrets and electric fences to great effect. Happy hunting, survivors!